We have a British pound, US dollar 4-hour chart, and I've just put some distinct features on this one. You see these dark lines here. What I've done is I have noted the figure, and we've got a whole section on this in the course. But you see here, this is 190, 188, 186, 184. These are the figure, and what I've done is I've drawn some horizontal lines on the figure. And I just want to show you here how also on the 4-hour chart we have our levels of resistance that also can become support, resistance becomes support, resistance becomes support, and so forth. And actually in the Pro Traders Club, when 190 was being tested, I called for a major short here, and I might even put that clip in this course. But 190 the figure, bounced, it retested, and you'll see here, as I just want you to study this. Even though this is a 4-hour chart, I still want you to study it, where price is relative to the figure on here. And but let's watch. As price comes down, we bounce at the figure, and we still trade in all of these large ranges. You see how the support becomes resistance and so forth, and we trade in these ranges that we talked about also on the smaller time frame, the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frame. Well, it really doesn't look much different on the 4-hour time frame either, but we just have more play or more room that we have to work with in these ranges. For example, this is a substantial range here that carries on for several days and can be very difficult to trade, which is why you want to note very clearly the highs and the lows. Look here, for example, you see this high and this high and this high. Some very tradable attempts at the highs here below the figure. Now what we want to look at is, I just want to quickly show you a reference point here. You see this low here? We've got a nice swing low, a retracement. It double tops, failing to get through this high, and continues further down. Price consolidates in this range, makes a move lower towards 8,300, comes up, bounces at 8,500, but we're still targeting this green line. And see how price consolidates, narrows between 8,500 and 8,400. The figure comes up, spikes up, hits this level of support, which becomes resistance, comes up for a retest, and then bounces. And when you see price come up for a retest like this, these are the areas at which you can look for a tradable bounce. It may bounce and then continue upwards, but at least you can still make a trade on a bounce. What you want to look for is, you see this price level right here, 85.44 or 50-ish area, and you see 8,500 here. Look for the price to bounce back to 8,500 before making its next leg up if it's bullish. Otherwise, if it continues short, if it goes through 8,500 and continues to trade below 8,500, then you've got yourself a nice position trade. We see price consolidate, finally move lower. You see this low here, the support becomes resistance, and so forth. And here's where we are today.